Alright friends, let's now create a backend using Bun, SQLite and Drizzle. So we have this schema here for our users. ID, which is a primary key, and it's an integer. We have email, name, phone, a few more fields. Some of them have default values of the current timestamp. Now Drizzle is quite a new, fresh ORM using TypeScript. I quite like it. You can go check out the documentation to see how it works. But in a sense, what you have here, let me just delete that folder. You have here some dependencies for it. So we have in the backend package.json. So we have some dependencies for Drizzle. We have basically Better SQLite and Drizzle kit, and we have a Drizzle config file with some defaults. So this schema here is here, and it's just a one thing for users. So when we want to generate a migration, which is how to create a database and update a database, we run these commands here. So I've got this thing called db migrate create. Use Drizzle kit to generate SQLite with this configuration, and we don't currently have a database file right now. We just have this bun block thing. So let's just run this command and see what it gives us. Great, so what we see here is that we have this migration created, and we've got it here called user. So let's just see what that generates. So we have this Drizzle folder here, and then we have this command here, which is going to create a table in our SQLite database. So we can see here SQL create table user with integers, defaults, this and that and that. If we compare that to the Drizzle command, let me just split the screen here. It can be quite interesting to compare the SQL with the schema here. So let's just do that. So let's see, we've got this SQL table user matches up with this integer ID, and then it's this mode number. I don't think that number is more a TypeScript thing. Rather, it's not really translated to anything here because integer is basically from here. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the mode is. Yeah, we've got not null, default, current timestamps, that kind of stuff. So let's just go back over to our package.json. So we're now going to run db migrate. And that's created our database now. See that? Now what we can do is we can actually open up a SQLite viewer to inspect that table. So now we can inspect this. We can see that we do indeed have a user table with all the columns. And if we query it, how do we do that? I guess we can right click on user, browse table, no information. So what we can do to now populate the data is to seed it. Now we can seed it manually using SQL, writing SQL, but we have a seed command for that. So basically what we can do is we can import our type of user from our schema. So we're exporting that const user there. And then we can, in a sense, insert values. And these are strongly typed. So if I do this, you'll see that it's going to complain like this is missing this value and that value. So this is really good for testing, unit testing, or even integration testing. You can delete your database file, recreate it, seed it, and then start your end-to-end tests fresh again each time. So let's just go back to our package.json here, and we'll run this seed. So we've got this db seed command. So let's run db seed. Let's just go to our SQL viewer and re-execute this query. Right, so you can see that value is there. Great, so now that's our basic introduction to how Drizzle works. This amazing new technology, and this is how it's created this sort of inline SQLite thing. Right, so that's for this video. Next video we'll create a server to serve up these users using Bun. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked this video, please like or even leave a comment. If you've got anything else you want me to do, happy to discuss that. Thanks for your watch.